Visiting Halifax on Google Earth isn't exactly like the real thing, but some students in Halifax are using free software to render 3D images of Halifax landmarks, and they're hoping Google Earth will put them on the map.
Second-year architectural drafting and engineering students at the Nova Scotia Community College are putting their mark on Halifax. Christina Townsend chose a famous icon for her project.
If we're doing SketchupHalifax projects, like it's kind of the monument that defines Halifax in a way. So,
the size of the town clock also allowed her to actually measure the building.
The town clock is a more manageable size than some of the other big office buildings people were doing. So I did get out with the measuring tape and measure on the perimeter and the windows. And
Google Earth added Google Sketchup to its website 18 months ago. Google wants us to model our world.
In the world, it's in its beginning stages. So you have these isolated pockets of dedicated, buildings done by engaged people. So I'm hoping to make Halifax one of those places.
Like New York, where buildings come to life with facades of glass, bricks, and stone. With the new official Google Earth 4, you can even turn on a best of 3D warehouse layer, and it will automatically load high-quality buildings for the areas you are viewing. Google is appealing to volunteer builders around the world to add the third dimension to this virtual world.
I know that Google and other companies that deal with CAD, 3D design, their goal is to eventually have everything modeled, period.
Halifax on the Google Earth map is still flat and nondescriptive. But soon, we hope, Purdy's Wharf will join the town clock, the Metro Centre, and other landmarks in all their three-dimensional glory. Mike Frampton couldn't get his tape measure around his chosen site, so he relied on digital photographs.
I knew it was going to be a challenge to begin with because of the curvature of the building, and I was kind of looking for that. It did end up taking me about 125 hours just to get the model done that I had there. We started with Google Earth, and from there we imported an image, and the image is actually life-size on our model. So we then put our model on top of where the top of the, let's say, the Purdy's Wharf Tower is, and then we just kind of build it up from there.
Instructor Kirby Raycraft allowed his students to pick whatever building they wanted. He's thrilled with the results.
What surprised me was just how engaged they were. They far exceeded my, I have milestone deadlines, and they all exceeded them each time. Very, very happy.
Dave Robertson chose another famous Halifax landmark for his submission.
I wanted something a little different because most people chose like office buildings and other historic buildings, so I went for something a little off.
Dave plans to develop another model in his spare time. He found the Google Sketchup software to be user-friendly.
It was easy to learn a few basic functions, and you can just go from there. And there's tutorials and help menus you can go through to figure out how to do stuff anyways.
Google SketchUp is a free download from the Google website, and Google Earth is a free software program as well. So it's just a matter of downloading and learning how to use it.
Kirby Raycraft plans to assign this project to his senior students every year, and the chances we will see these models on Google Earth are pretty good.
What they do is when you submit a model to Google Earth, they require that digital photos are included in the submission so they can visually verify that the buildings are accurate. So I've had them take as many digital photos as possible. So when I make the submission, when the models are finally complete, I'll be also submitting the digital photos.
I'm excited. It'll be nice to have a project that we do actually be, something real, and anyone I know and anyone can just search it and go and check it out.
I'll go check it out for sure and say that's mine until somebody does a better one. I think that's how it works on Google Earth. If there's a better version that comes out, they'll replace it.
In Dartmouth, I'm Barb Anderson for EastLink Magazine.